Southwest Florida's #1 primetime newscast. Fox 4 News at 10.
All right, the party's on right now in Fort Myers. The Edison Festival of Light parade wrapping up a few hours ago, but the festivities do continue. 4 in Your Corner's Colleen Hogan is live from downtown Fort Myers and how this weekend is bringing in some big bucks. Colleen.
Well, you know, you can maybe hear a little bit of the music going on behind us in our local bars in Fort Myers. Reporting live, Colleen Hogan, Fox 4 in Your Corner.
Colleen, thank you. Hey, it's not just floats taking over the streets of downtown Fort Myers. Hundreds of runners lacing up to run in the Edison Festival of Light 5K race. 6 wheelchair racers took off first, followed by runners, some of them dressed up like superheroes. The race draws some pretty serious athletes, but many people also just want to have some fun.
I love the atmosphere and seeing people, cheer you on.
More than 1,400 runners took part last year, and organizers are hoping that even more hit the streets this year.
Now, your Storm Patrol weather forecast with meteorologist Jamie Cagle.
2 Collier County Corrections deputies are recovering tonight after being injured during a fight at the jail. Detectives say that Corporal Robert S. Cottle was cut on the head after being hit with a radio during an altercation with an inmate. Deputy Michael Carbonia was also hurt, suffering an injury to his leg. That incident is still under investigation. Charges are expected to be filed against that inmate. 1 man is dead tonight after what's becoming a more frequent sight in Southwest Florida, a pedestrian getting hit by a car. Highway patrol troopers tell us it happened near Avenida del Cub and County Road 833 in Clewiston. Now that's where they say Santiago Seguin was hit and killed by a pickup truck. This accident comes less than 2 weeks after a man was hit and killed while walking on the sidewalk near Del Prado and Cape Coral Parkway. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 6 pedestrians have been hit and killed in Southwest Florida. Lee County deputies are revealing numbers from their latest sobriety checkpoint. Take a look at this. Deputies say that they stopped 138 cars last night. They made 2 DUI arrests, along with 2 arrests for driving with a suspended license. Deputies handed out a total of 27 citations. New information tonight on the alleged hazing at Florida A&M University. Documents obtained by the Orlando Sentinel show university police investigated at least 10 hazing complaints involving the marching band between August of '07 and November of 2011. And 1 student reported being hazed and beaten to band employees just days before her leg was broken during an alleged hazing ceremony. Authorities are still investigating the death of band member Robert Champion. That happened back in November. Well, tonight a huge cleanup is underway in Washington State after this fire at the state's largest oil refinery. Black smoke and flames from the BP oil refinery could be seen from the sky. That refinery supplies about 85% of the fuel for planes at Seattle's SeaTac Airport. No word yet on how that fire started, but a spokesman says that no one was injured. Over the past couple of nights, we have shown you how hard it is for convicted sex predators to find a place to live. Well, now we're learning certain apartment complexes right here in Fort Myers actually cater to sex offenders. Tonight, investigator Mike Mason tracks down those predators and speaks with families who have to live with them next door.
Christopher Boehm and his family are looking for a place to live. Mike Mason, Fox 4 in Your Corner.
Now, according to the property manager Mike spoke with, she doesn't rent to anyone who has children. That means people like Christopher are out of luck, and it explains why it's so hard for him to find a place to live. Hey, you don't want to miss the special report coming up Monday on Fox 4 News at 10. Could you be fired if you used your work computer to schedule an erotic massage? That's just one of the allegations from a lawsuit involving the head of Southwest Florida's Police Training Academy.
There's sex emails on here and everything. What's that? Right here. Same thing. For the massages. Everything.
But a former Academy employee says the emails are just the beginning, and now he's suing the Lee County School District, which oversees the Academy, saying that his career has suffered since bringing complaints against his boss to light.
But I asked them, everybody, at every turn, what's going to happen to me? Is this going to affect my ability to keep my job or promotions or anything like that? And
what did they say?
No.
Not personally, but
Okay, the big question is what happened to the whistleblower and the Academy director when the district learned of the complaints? The surprising answer coming up in a Fox 4 investigation Monday night at 10. The Central Florida ice cream shop that gained notoriety over a costume mascot mistaken for a Ku Klux Klan member is closing its doors. The Ice Cream Family Corner and Sandwiches in Ocala is now closed for good. That shop garnered national media attention back in September after the costume worn by a man hired to promote the business was misidentified. The costume had a white top that some passersby mistook for a KKK hood. 4 in Your Corner has been looking into pothole complaints in Cape Coral, but a new phone app might just be used in one state that could actually be the answer to all of our problems. Recently, we told you how a Cape Coral woman wanted compensation from the city after a pothole damaged her car. Well, now Boston, Massachusetts is launching an Android phone app called Street Bump to help track potholes. Here's how it works. When you hit a pothole, that app registers it and then sends the size and GPS coordinates to a city database. Boston officials are hoping to have that app ready for mass release by this summer. Pitchers and catchers for both the Minnesota Twins and Boston Red Sox are reporting to Fort Myers this weekend, but it's the Red Sox players who are stepping into a new home. The new JetBlue Park is just 1 week from its grand opening. After 2 years of construction, the $78 million facility is almost ready to host those spring training games.
It's definitely going to allow more fans from New England to come down as well as locals.
We are blessed to call Lee County our home forever, so thank you for that and making this great ballpark a reality.
So once again, the grand opening of the park is scheduled for a week from tonight. The first spring training game is March the 4th against the Minnesota Twins. County officials are hoping the new stadium will be a home run for business. At least one commissioner says now that the stadium is finished, business will begin investing and home prices will go up. But what about the 20 acres of property the Sox bought adjacent to the stadium? It's land that they promised to develop 2 years ago. The county was talking about 5-star hotels, even a mall. So we asked the team about their plans for the site.
Definitely in the plans to do retail, shopping, possibly a hotel. We just don't know yet.
Any idea how soon we could see that, or what we could see?
Nope, it's still right now TBD.
The team says it's committed to developing that property sometime in the next 5 years. You got to use cell phone that you don't know what to do with? Liberty Tax will take it as part of its Cell Phones for Soldiers event. The program takes your used cell phone and puts it to use as a calling card for soldiers overseas so they can stay in contact with their families. Today's event included hot dogs and a bounce house you can see right there for the kids, but the main idea is to collect cell phones so those soldiers can stay in touch while they're away.
Communicating back with their family gives them a lot of hope, and a lot of hope that when you're over there, it's just after being attacked and basically feeling like what you're doing is not doing anything, probably talking to your family is going to help you feel a lot better.
Liberty Tax will be collecting cell phones throughout tax season at any of their locations. They've set a goal of 10,000 phones for our overseas soldiers. A unique celebration is going on in Naples today. We're showing you what's behind all the music, the fun, and the food. Plus, one of the biggest comic book conventions in the country is underway in Florida. Find out why it's also the place to find love. First, though, if you have a few sins that you want to get off your chest, it might take just the click of your mouse. This story coming up next.
Showers and thunderstorms pounding away across the panhandle for the evening.
We're back with an anonymous way to confess your sins online, and there's no need for a priest. It's a website developed by a group of Arizona State College students to help you, kind of clear your guilty conscience. All new at 10, Fox's Andrew Haspin explains how users decide if you can be forgiven.
The website is essentially an anonymous online confessional, but instead of getting advice from...
Now, there are some plans in the works to expand the site and possibly offer online advice from religious leaders. Let's get to a celebration of history in Naples. River Park hosting the annual Cultural Heritage Celebration today. The event honors the diversity of Naples by showcasing African American, Hispanic, and Haitian cultures. It featured music and live performances from area schools. Organizers say the biggest draw is the food, which is highlighted by the Taste of Soul cooking contest.
I know they love the food, they love to come out and eat the barbecue, but I also think that the music, they love to come out and just have a fantastic day on the sun and enjoy the music.
That cooking contest was judged by area chefs who gave out awards for the best main course, side dish, and dessert.
Now to a Storm Patrol weather forecast with
You ask anyone else in any other of the 49 states, and they'll probably tell you that it feels like summer to them. And a chance at some rain on Friday. Another cold front coming through. Doesn't look like it's very strong, but I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if anything changes down the road.
Okay. How are you doing in the love department?
I'm
Pretty
married.
Good? You're married? He's doing good.
Happily married.
She's watching, right? Hey, coming up next, turning fantasy into love. We're going to show you how some people are turning this massive Florida comic book convention into a haven for love connections. That story right around the corner. Well, the 2012 MegaCon is underway right now in Central Florida. If you don't know what it is, it's a comic and fantasy convention where the fans dress up, and meet their favorite actors and writers. But as Fox's Valerie Boy reports, you might even be able to find that special someone.
Your date begins in 3, 2.
I'm looking for a missus right now.
Well, at least he's honest.
He's looking for Mrs. Anybody. Hey, MegaCon runs through tomorrow in Orlando. If you think you've seen it all at Walmart, wait until you see the bizarre scene one man gave that shoppers will certainly never, ever, ever forget. We're back in 2. Okay, we're back with a Pennsylvania man's stroll through a Walmart, landed him in jail because he decided to take that stroll, well, you can kind of see right there in his birthday suit. Surveillance video shows him stripping down in the parking lot, then going inside as customers try to avoid the 6'4", 300-pound naked man. He then goes to the customer service counter where he finds a new pair of socks to try out. When police arrived, they had to use a stun gun to subdue the guy. Scary sight. Yikes. Top that with your weather.
Interesting visit to Walmart, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Weather for tomorrow. The first thing you're going to notice tomorrow is going to be the wind. It is going to get windy around here. There'll be a chance at some showers. Obviously, we have a new face here at Fox 4. Mike Brooks. I get the distinction of introducing you.
Yeah.
Mike Brooks joins us. Going to be covering some weekends coming up here.
Covering some weekend shifts coming up here. Gosh, 20 years in the business.
Really?
I ended in Atlanta, Georgia, up there, doing a morning show up there. We've been coming down here for years and years. I have family in the area, so we'd vacation here, and I moved here about 18 months ago, and love it. Nicest people in the world right here.
Yeah.
It's
it's just a cornucopia of people here.
Absolutely, and good friends. Hey, here's a quick look outside at the Edison Festival of Light Parade. We are back Sunday at 10. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.